little bit of a gap, the biggest gap we've seen thus far. 4 or 5 riders trying to bridge across.
You can see a little bit of frustration there, waving of the hands, wants some help. These roads are actually a little bit tougher than they might look. The surface is smooth, but the wind comes from a few different directions, and it's quite heavy out there, and you can see the riders not wanting to take it up themselves. They want a little bit of help. This could be the first break of the day. It looks like there's a few riders coming across to him.
Yeah. Many of the real contenders have come out here over the last year to do recon rides. I mean, Peter Sagan, the world champion, came out, did a recon ride, went away and said, no, it's too hard for me, and opted out. Of course, all the sprinters didn't even bother coming down here, I don't think, because it was never going to be in there. They just needed to look at the profile to realise that it wouldn't really be in their best interest to take this on. Mark Cavendish has focused his year on the track and getting himself an elusive medal in the velodrome, the Omnium, and included in the Great Britain Team Pursuit Squad. And we still have 148 k's to go. And as Michelle was saying, that is when it gets really serious for the real climbers.
Well, this is going to cause some damage in the peloton, because this is quite a move with Geraint Thomas being there.
Pantano is rolling back after his efforts in the break all day. Final climb of the Canossa and Vista Cinesa. Froome digging deep to try and pull himself up to that lead group. Well, now I'm left with no doubt that he is certainly a man looking for a road race victory here.
Well, we saw Aru dropped off the back just a few times on the climb, and he fought so hard just to keep getting back in, and that's where it all pays dividends in the end, because he's back in the bike race for the gold medal. The Polish rider here, out there by himself, leading, no option but to give everything he's got, knowing that there's some strength in numbers back there. But will they collaborate? Will they be able to get it together? You can see there's a lot of discussion. Who wants to take up the work?
2 kilometers remaining. Rafael Majka, the man who won the polka dot climbers jersey at the Tour de France twice, and the last time this year. Here he is, dragging towards the finish line of a hugely tough Olympic road race, but he's being hunted down. Belgium, in the form of Greg van Avermaet, is closing in, and he's towing with him Jakob Fuglsang from Denmark. Van Avermaet, the 31-year-old, Fuglsang a similar age, and these two men, well, they will be fighting it out for gold, silver and bronze with Rafael Majka, because it's all in now for these 3 riders.
Well, 1.5 kilometers to go. They can't afford to sit up either. They've taken pressure off the pedals, but they have this group just 12 seconds behind them, so they need to keep putting pressure on the pedals. You can see Fuglsang there, he's taking up a turn, but Greg van Avermaet, he was the man that brought that back. He put the big work in there.
Now the game of cat and mouse starts. A look across as Van Avermaet is invited to go in front by Fuglsang. Well, Rafa Majka has done so much on the front here. He's going to sit in here and perhaps take his chances.
Well, 1 kilometre to go, and they've got that chasing group just breathing down their neck, not too far behind them, but Fuglsang, he's taken up the pace again, so Greg van Avermaet is looking in a very strong position here to take the gold for Belgium.
What drama as they come into the finish here at Fort Copacabana through the city of Rio de Janeiro. Huge crowds.
Feel the pain coming out of those legs of Peter Sagan, the man who really has made an incredible name for himself here in the United States. The first time we ever saw this man dominate the Amgen Tour of California, he couldn't speak a word of English. Now he speaks English with an American accent. It's going to be so very close now. Sagan has made that massive risk of going out so far from the finish, and we've seen it turn around so many times. It always gets a little bit foreshortened here because of the camera lens, but Peter Sagan, he's time trialing to the finish. They're all over the road behind him. Can he hold on for this. This will be a magnificent victory. We've not seen him all day. He's waiting for that final moment to make the acceleration. Sagan looking for the last little bit of energy to come out of his body. The main field behind there zigzagging, trying to get themselves over that gap to Peter Sagan, but this is one of the most prolific winners on the international circuit here. He rides for the Slovakian team. He's the national champion in the time trial in the road races. Peter Sagan just waits for that line to come up. He's going to do it here this afternoon. Peter Sagan looks whack one more time to confirm that yes, I am the champion of the world.
Light take up position behind the Derny, also in that order. Krackcho of Kazakhstan. A few moments left to contemplate what lies ahead for the Hoffman of Australia. Krackcho of Kazakhstan bringing up the rear. Tall figure of Hona of Germany. The middle of that lot, just behind him is rider from France. Pace gradually increasing. Still the order remains unchanged now. We see the first significant move as the Derny leaves the track, and it is Hona of Germany who has taken up lead position ahead of Stagny from the Czech Republic. Essa of India in third place at the moment, with Krackcho of France in fourth, and now Hoffman of Australia starts to go around the outside. It's still advantage for Germany on the front, but Hoffman of Australia trying to make his move around the outside. Essa of India finds himself boxed in there in third place, trying to get out of that box. He's behind rider of the Czech Republic as the challenge from the German begins to fade, and the Czech Republic can take up the lead. 1 lap to go. Czech Republic being now chased by India. Are India on the way to their first world medal in the Kieran? Essa of India is coming off the final banking here. Can he get past Stagny of the Czech Republic? It's going to be ever so close on the line. It's a silver medal for India and Essa, but the gold will go to Jakub Stagny of the Czech Republic. Wow, what a great final that was, and what a great ride from Essa of India. He is absolutely delighted with that, as well he might be. I told you they were on the upward spiral, and that is a silver medal for India and Essa, but the gold for Jakub Stagny of the Czech Republic. Here's a rerun of that final lap. Here comes Essa around the outside. He's not quite got the pace to get over the Czech rider here as he comes to the line. They both throw the bikes. It is advantage for Czech Republic. And Essa, well, he tried his absolute hardest, and a very creditable ride indeed to deliver that silver medal. Lunged for the line. He wasn't far away. It was half a wheel in the final analysis, and a very close for third between France and Kazakhstan. We'll wait for confirmation of that one. And it was, in fact, Krackcho of Kazakhstan who got the bronze medal ahead of Krackcho of France. But